Okay, today we're going to be doing elimination again, but if you look at this example, is there anything that I can eliminate? Do the x's look the same? ¿Se ven iguales? No. Do the y's look the same? No. So right now, I cannot do elimination. I'm going to have to do something to make them look the same so that I can eliminate. Okay? So step one is to multiply one of the equations by an integer so that x or y have the same coefficient. So problem number one, okay, what would be a perfect situation? What would be a perfect situation? If this is a 3, right? Right? If both of these are 3's, then I can cancel it. So if this was to be a 3, it would be perfect. And what would be even more perfect is if this was a negative 3, because I like to add them instead of subtract them. Adding is so much easier than subtracting. So if this was a negative 3 and this is a positive 3, when you add them, you can cancel them. So what are we going to do? We're going to multiply the bottom equation by negative 3. Okay, so right here where it says multiply by, I'm going to multiply by negative 3. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to rewrite the first equation. Rewrite it. So right here, I have 9x plus 3y equals 12. And if I multiply all of this by negative 3, this is what I get. What's negative 3 times 2? You're in decimals. What's negative 3 times 2? Negative 6x. What about negative 3 times y? Negative 3y equals. What about negative 3 times 5? Negative 15. Okay, so that's my new equation. If I add them, my y will cancel. Okay, elimination. Now it's good for elimination. So you have to add the rest of them. What's 9 plus negative 6? In decimals, 9 plus negative 6. Nine plus negative 3 or 6? Negative 6. Gives you a positive 3. So that's positive 3x equals, what's 12 plus negative 15? 12 plus negative 15. Negative 3. So right here is negative 3. What's the last step? Divide by 3. Divide by 3. X equals what? Negative 1. Okay, so my solution, x is negative 1. I still need to find my y. So now you can plug in that negative 1 into any of these. Any of these. I like to use the easiest one, so I'm going to plug it in here. So that's 2 times x plus y equals 5. And my x is negative 1. Okay? So what's 2 times negative 1? 2 times negative 1? Negative 2 plus y equals 5. And then move the negative 2 over. Change the sign. Plus 2. So what's 5 plus 2? 7. My y equals 7. Okay, so right here I would just put 7. I didn't finish the notes up here because it's the same thing we did yesterday. So we would add or subtract which we added, because I like adding better than subtracting, to eliminate a variable with a common coefficient. Okay, then we solve for the remaining variable. Once we have the answer, like this one, once we have that answer, we substitute your answer into either original equation and solve for the other variable, which is what we did. Okay, we're going to do example 2. This is not ready for elimination, right? My x's are not the same, my y's are not the same. How can I make it be elimination? What would be a perfect scenario? If what? Multiply, but which one would I want to change? Do I want my x's to be the same? Or would it, is my x's, if I change my x's, would that be easier, or my y's? My x's, right? If this was a -2 and this is a +2, then it would be perfect. So I'm going to multiply the first equation by -2. Multiply by -2. Okay? So I'm not going to do anything with this one. This one's going to stay the same. Esto se va a quedar así igual. This one, I'm going to multiply all of them by -2. So what's x times -2? -2x. What's 3 times -2? -6y equals, what's 6 times -2? -12. Okay, now I can take both of my equations and I can add them, and my x will cancel. It will be eliminated because a positive and a negative will cancel. Okay, then you add the rest of it. This is -7 plus -6. What's -7 plus -6? -13y equals, what's -1 plus -12? -13. Okay, divide both sides by -13. Y equals 1. So down here, my solution, my y is a 1. I need to find x. And the easiest one to do would be this one. I'm going to use that one. And I'm going to put my 1 right here where my y is. So I have x plus 3 times my y equals 6. So inside, I'm going to put a 1. Right? What's 3 times 1? 3 por 1? 3. Positive 3. Bring x down, bring the 6 down, and then move the 3 over. Change the sign. What's 6 minus 3? 3. X equals 3. Remember to check your answer. You just put the two equations in decimals and see where they cross. So this is my solution. It's where the two lines intersect. Okay? And the last problem. What would be the perfect scenario? Is it easier to change my x's or easier to change my y's? My y's. What do I need to multiply by? -2. If this becomes an 8, and this is an 8, you can cancel them. So if I multiply this by -2, then this will become a -8, and then I can cancel. So I'm going to multiply the top equation by -2. This one's going to stay the same. Se queda esta. What's -2 times 3? -6x. What's -2 times 4? -8y. And then what's negative 2 times 6? Negative 12. Okay? And if I add them, my 8s are going to cancel. They eliminate. They have to be the same number. That's why I'm multiplying. Okay? So what's 7 plus negative 6? 7 plus negative 6, 1x. 1x equals, what's 10 plus negative 12? Negative 2, and I'm done. That's my x. So my solution where they're going to cross, my x is going to be a negative 2. So I'm going to substitute that negative 2 into, let's just use this equation. So I have 3, this is my x, plus 4y equals 6. So inside, I'm going to plug a negative 2, because that was my answer. That's my x. So what's 3 times negative 2? Negative 6 plus 4y equals 6. What do I have to move? The negative 6. Bring it over here, change the sign, plus 6. What's 6 plus 6? 12 equals 4y. Divide both sides by 4. Y equals what? 3. So my y equals 3. And this is my solution. Okay, you guys are going to do delta math today. So go look for the assignment in just a little bit.